Carnival and amusement park rides can feel kind of iffy sometimes, especially carnival rides. So today we'll be looking at what happens when people have to save other people from one of these rides that is having a malfunction. If you want to help me out, please like this video. It makes a huge difference. Also consider subscribing. And let's just get started.
Good morning, George. Something obviously went terribly wrong with that ride. The company...
During the traditional National Cherry Festival in northern Michigan, the ride called the Magic Carpet started having a major malfunction, and riders noticed that it was starting to go a little faster than normal and was a little more violent. Then the ride started to get loose from the ground and was starting to teeter-totter really badly.
At one point, the base of the ride nearly lifting off the ground.
And people were sure that it was going to tip backwards right into the river that you cannot see in the video. That's when the crowd jumped into action.
With each sway, that's when spectators leapt into action.
And a bunch of people grabbed onto the rail, and then they were trying to hold it down, and there was probably 25 people that were trying to
These people are great heroes who managed to keep the ride from really lifting up and fully tipping over. Where the hell is the operator, and why isn't he stopping it? I looked at various stories and couldn't find an answer. Arnold Amusement, who owns the ride, just said that they didn't know what happened and that the ride had been dismantled immediately and sent back to the manufacturer to investigate the issue. This could have led to some serious injuries if it had tipped over into the water. Those people that leaped in to help should have at least gotten a free Carnival corn dog. This is another ride that was tipping over quite a bit in Durango, Mexico. Not sure what the ride is called, but the Eiffel Tower looking ride was about to crush the shop and people beneath it. Luckily, people rushed in and helped to get it back into position. The ride appears to be some type of gondola type, and this is one of those towers that holds the line up so the little cars can travel freely. So if this would have fallen over, the line could have fallen for quite a distance, and the people on the little cars could have gotten seriously injured, as it looks to be a 20-foot drop. You can see the people in the little gondolas above, and I don't know how they're not freaking out more. Also, this could have just been a domino effect, with towers falling all over, crushing people below. These heroes were really pulling all their strength into it to stop this tragedy. I don't know if this is a cultural difference, but these Mexican people seem to be a lot less concerned than their American counterparts. There was a lot less yelling.
Hanging by her neck, her terrifying...
That is a 14-year-old girl dangling from the gondola lift that moves at pretty slow speeds. So how she got into that precarious scenario is a mystery, but a man and his daughter were ready to catch her when she fell.
There she goes.
Oh! When she came flying down from about the middle of her
knocked
back.
out cold, but only for a moment. They were both taken to a local hospital.
That drop was about 25 feet down, but this man had no problem standing beneath it, ready to catch her, which he did successfully, but the hit did knock both of them out cold for just a second. The man can barely hold back tears just telling the story about how the little brother who was with the girl on the gondola was helpless to help her as she was hanging on from her neck and was having trouble being able to breathe. Matthew Howard was the main guy who caught the girl, but there were many other heroes there ready to step in and help, which is nice to know that people are ready to help at a second's notice.
Seatbelt breaks, he slips down.
Delbert Latham had to become a seatbelt for his child as during the first drop on the roller coaster, his seatbelt gave out and he started slipping off the seat.
Watch as Delbert Latham and his son Kason take a ride on the Mousetrap roller coaster at Wonderland Amusement Park in Texas. Dad pulling him up, then holds on tight for the rest of the ride. Just glad the ordeal is over and have no plans to sue the park.
This happened at Wonderland Amusement Park in Texas, and the look of pure horror on this kid's face will make anybody furious, and this happened to the father, obviously. But it got worse when he told the ride attendant, who just responded saying that the seatbelts failing happens all the time. Of course, the park said that they removed the failing seat right after this event, but there's no way that other complaints haven't been made. What it took for them to actually act was for this man to go to the news and actually have evidence. The way the father reassures the kid is really touching, and you can see that the kid immediately starts to relax after he told him that.
I got you. It's fine. Hey, you're fine, I promise, okay?
Delbert quickly.
Drama on the Ferris wheel.
Somehow this cart on the Ferris wheel got stuck and started turning at a 90-degree angle, getting incredibly close to dumping the two young boys inside.
gondola was tipped over on its side with the two children holding on for dear life inside.
Luckily, the attendant stopped the ride before it got all the way flipped upside down. But when people were able to hear the boys inside yelling that they were scared and didn't want to fall out, that's when this man had enough and started climbing the wheel to help them.
Ferris wheel. Children trapped in the gondola. The gondola was tipped over on its side with...
This man is the hero who was able to get the car unstuck and it went back to its proper position. But the man lost his footing and fell like 20 feet, hitting everything on the way down. Those hits actually helped him as he only had one broken finger after that pretty brutal fall. This man was done waiting for emergency services. He knew that things could get worse at any second and he needed to act, and because of his actions, the kids are perfectly safe. His name is Albert Irvin, and he was able to reassure the kids that everything would be okay, and they were, as they were able to be reunited with their moms. Would you step in to help if this happened? I may grab onto the ride that was tipping over, but I will not be climbing no Ferris wheel. Thanks for watching this video. See you next time.